Oh, and the recording started automatically.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Ready? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for your time. Thanks for being here. While we wait for others to join us, can you please add your name and the name of your organization to the chat so we know who is here today with us? There's more people joining, so we'll wait a couple of minutes to give others time to join. Thank you all for adding your name to the chat. We're really excited to have you here today. For those who are just joining, we're asking everyone to add their names and the name of the organization you're with to the chat so we know who is joining us today. So thank you for joining. Again, those who are just joining, please add your name and the name of your organization to the chat. We will start in 1 or 2 minutes. We just want to give folks a couple more minutes to join. Thank you for adding your name. We're really excited to have you here with us today. Again, to those who are just joining, please add your name and the name of your organization to the chat so we know who is with us here today. Can you hear me okay, John?
Yes, you're all good.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to start in about 1 minute. Those who are just joining, please add your name and the name of your organization to the chat so we know who is with us here today. Okay, so to respect everyone's time, we're gonna get it started. My name is Alexandra Nira. I'm the special discount supervisor here at RTD. With me is John Lopez Alegria. He is the special discount administrator. He is the webinar master, and he's gonna be helping us with questions in the chat and all the logistics of this webinar. So thank you so much, John, for all your help with this today. Again, to those who are just joining, please add your name and the name of your organization to the chat so we know who is here with us today. Some housekeeping items before we get started. Please keep your mics muted. If you have any questions, please add those to the chat. We will be, pausing throughout the presentation to answer any questions that you might have. And if we have time at the end, we will open it up for live questions. So for now, just keep adding your names to the chat. It's wonderful to have you all here, and we are really excited to have you with us today. This presentation, I think we're not going to take the whole hour. It's going to be pretty, straightforward, simple, and so we might give you some time back at the end. Next slide, please, John. So as people keep trickling in, we just want to go through a really brief overview of the program. Many of you, of course, have seen this information before, but we think it's important to highlight it every time we get together with you, just because we think it's important for us to be aligned and on the same page about what the program is, where it came from, and what the purpose of the program is. So now that you're going to start distributing the RTD tickets, you have a good idea in mind of how those tickets should be used. So the Transit Assistant Grant Program was designed to help organizations serving clients with immediate needs by providing grants in the form of RTD tickets. That's what you will receive as awardees of this grant. The program was launched as a result of a need that was identified in the system-wide fare study and equity analysis in 2023, a need for a temporary stopgap for customers waiting to enroll in the LIV income-based discount program that RTD offers. So this is the third year of the program, and we're really excited that the board is so supportive of this grant assistant program. The purpose of the program is to promote increased independence, access to essential services and employment resources, and improved community connections for immediate needs customers within the RTD district. As you know, these aligns very well with RTD's mission to make lives better through connections. And as I mentioned, the board is very supportive of this initiative, and this is the third year that they approved this program in the budget for the fiscal year 2026. In December last year, the board approved $1 million to be used towards the Transit Assistant Grant Program. And we're hoping that this program is, again, approved for 2027, but we will have to wait and see until the end of the year when the new budget is approved. But for now, we're really excited to be able to offer this program to you and partner with you to help those clients who have transportation needs. Next slide, John, please. So we wanted to give you a very quick snapshot of 2025 and 2026 so far. So as I mentioned before, the board approved the same amount for 2025 as for 2026, $1 million. Last year, we received 190 applications. Of those, 149 organizations were awarded, so about 77%. These numbers that I'm gonna share with you are based on the reports that awardees sent throughout the year. So at the end of 2025, we learned that more than 76,000 individuals were served with this grant, through this grant, and a little more than 287,000 three-hour passes were issued to clients served. Of course, you know that part of the responsibilities of the grantees is to promote and inform clients about LIV. So we received more than almost 14,000 requests of LIV materials. So we'll review how this will work, but just so you know, for those who are new awardees this year, if needed, we can provide you with printed materials with information about LIV. So far this year, we received 180 applications, and of those, 170 agencies were awarded. About 94% of total applicants were awarded, and this is because we received very strong letters this year, and as a result, we had more agencies that were awarded. As you know, there's a committee that reviews the letters and the applications, and the application is scored based on specific rubrics to follow an equitable process. The total tickets that will be issued to all of you, as a total, will be almost 364,000 3-hour passes. This number of passes is the same number of passes that were distributed to your organizations last year. But as you can see, there's a difference between the tickets issued to clients served last year and the tickets that were issued to organizations that were awarded. So we wanted to explain why this difference happened. And it's because some of the awardees from last year didn't comply with the reporting of the grant. So we don't have, information from some organizations, and that's why we have this kind of discrepancy in between number of tickets that were issued and number issued to organizations and number of tickets that were issued to clients served with this program. So this is why we are asking you all to submit the reports. This data is really important for us because this is what we use to present the program to the board when it's time to get it approved for the next year. So the report is very, very simple. So we ask from you to pay attention to the dates, the deadlines to submit the reports, and help us gather that information. We'll talk more about the report itself in the next few slides, but we just wanted to highlight why this information and these numbers, the numbers that you provide us with, are so important. Next slide, please, John. So again, as a review of your responsibilities as grant recipients, grant recipients are required to implement a process that informs and assists their clients with enrollment in RTD's LIVE income-based discount program. As mentioned before, this program was launched as a response to the need to have a stopgap for those who were about to apply for the LIVE program or were waiting to hear back about their application. So the process that you are required to implement should include an introduction and overview of the RTD program to all individuals receiving grant tickets. So we're asking you to help us inform clients about this program because the goal is to not only help them with the immediate needs, but most importantly, help them find long-term transportation solution. And the LIVE program is key in this aspect. With the LIVE program, they'll be able to have a long-term transportation solution. So we are asking you to just share information with them about what the LIVE program is, about income qualifications, how the LIVE discounted fare prices work, what are the available products. Talk to them about the LIVE identification card, because that's what will let people know that they qualify for the discount and get the discount when they're purchasing tickets. Inform them about the length of eligibility, how to apply, and available assistance out there. And again, if needed, we can provide RTD LIVE program materials to you for those interested clients. So that's one of the questions that you will find in the report. So please don't hesitate to let us know, and we will help you with that. And of course, we know not everyone is familiar with the LIFT program. So that's why we already have a training webinar scheduled for March 10th. So please save the date. It's going to be a LIFT income-based discount webinar. We're going to share a lot of information, a lot of details about the program. We're going to have staff from Denver Human Services. They are the ones who review the applications and approve them. So they're going to be joining the webinar to take us through the application process, go through the form that applicants have to fill out, and just answer any questions about the application and tips about it too. And we are going to provide a lot of useful information about the LIFT program as well. So we want to equip you with the appropriate tools so you can give accurate information to those individuals who you are helping with the tickets that we're going to be distributing through the Transit Assistant Grant Program. Next slide, please, John. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. So again, a very important part of the grant recipient's responsibility is the reporting. We know how difficult grant reporting could be. I personally know how difficult it can be, as I worked in nonprofits before. And that's why we wanted to make this process as easy as possible, as straightforward as possible. So it was easy for you as well. We edited the report this year to make it more streamlined and more concrete questions. So we are gonna share the questions in the next slide, so you know what you need to keep track of. So reporting again is very simple, and you will receive a link from us, and you will just fill out a survey. It's more like a survey than a report. So you will receive a link, and you will use that link to submit all the numbers that are needed for us to compile, all the important information regarding how you're distributing the tickets and how many individuals you have helped. Again, as mentioned before, the report documents number of tickets issued, approximate number of unique immediate needs clients served, and primary purpose of tickets used, and demographic information. Again, we have made it really simple. You will be astonished of like how simple the report is. Please keep in mind these dates. The reports are due on June 26th, September 25th, and December 18th. And the reason why the December report is a little bit sooner than the others, or earlier than the others, is because we know how hectic December can get, especially with around the holidays. So the December report, it's a little bit earlier than the others. So please take that into account. Important to highlight, failure to comply with reporting requirements will disqualify your organization from future funding opportunities. As mentioned before, this data is really important for us because this is what we use to present the program to the board and inform them about the impact of the program. So the program can be approved for the upcoming year. So again, very important reporting. There's only 2 requirements for you guys. One is just that you inform your clients about the LIFT program, and the second one is the reporting. So really easy and straightforward. Next slide, John, please. Oh, yes, and I just saw a question on thank you, John, for replying to that question. This presentation is being recorded and will be posted on our website. So if you want to go back to the questions, go back to any of the answers, any information that we're sharing today, you will be able to go to our website, and this presentation will be there for you. Again, in relation to the reporting, we send multiple email reminders before the report due date is due. So We send the first reminder about 3 weeks before the due date, and about 2 weeks before the due date, we open the report so you can enter the information. So please make sure to update your contact information, because this is the only way we can share important updates, important reminders with you. We know that sometimes we have a lot of turnover, so just make sure that that the contact information is updated. If needed, as mentioned, the report is going to be open for a couple of weeks before the due date. So please submit the report early if you know that the staff member responsible of reporting will be out of the office, or if you know that something is conflicting with, with the due date. Please make sure that you submit the report early. Very important, and we want to highlight it. All 3 reports must be submitted, even if you distributed all the tickets the previous quarter. This system is the only way we have to keep track of, how these tickets are distributed and what you're doing with the tickets. We have seen some instances where, the report was submitted and there were a few days left until the end of the quarter. And first, somehow you distributed all the tickets during those last 4 days of the quarter. So even if in situations when that happens, we're asking you to go in, select the question that says all tickets have been distributed, and submit the report at that time as well. So all 3 reports are required, even if you distributed all the tickets the previous quarter. Communication, we always emphasize communication. Communication is key. If you see you're having trouble with the report, if you are, if you know that there's going to be a conflict with, the deadline of the report, please let us know. Please reach out to us. We will work with you to help you submit the report. We know that most likely if you reach out to us after the deadline, we won't be able to open the report up for you. So please make sure that you are in constant communication with us. We are giving you enough time in advance notice, enough time to get things together and submit the report. So please make sure that you are in communication with us in case you have any issues. John, can you go back to the previous slide, please? Oh, no, I'm sorry, where we were before. I'm so sorry. Go forward.
Forward, okay.
Please. Yes, another one. Another one. So here's our email address in case you have any issues, and we will give you our phone number and other information at the end. But if you have any issues with the report, please email us at tagprogram@rtd-denver.com. That is T as Thomas, A as Apple, G as Grant, program in singular, tagprogram@rtd-denver.com. Next slide, please, John. So diving into the report, again, it is really simple. You will only have to keep track of a few pieces of information. The report has 4 areas. The first one is, the organization name, the number of tickets distributed, and the number of unique clients served. We want to highlight here the unique clients served. We know that for a lot of you have a client who you helped with a couple of tickets in March, and then that client, something happened with their leave application and they need help with tickets again in May. So please make sure that you keep track of who you are distributing the tickets to, so you can count how many unique clients you served during each quarter. The second area of the report is the purpose of the tickets given and some demographics. Again, you'll see it's only a few questions. Please do not give us any personally identifiable information. We're looking just for general overall numbers. The third section of the report is related to live. Some questions about what you have done in related to live and if you need materials and all of that. And the fourth one is just, the information of the person who is filling out the report. And also there's space for feedback and questions. Next slide, John. So as mentioned before, we made it really simple for you. We just want to make this process as easy and seamless. So hopefully this will help you. So the first section, as mentioned, it has the organization name. Here is where you will find the question about, if all tickets have been distributed. So if that's your case, please select that question. Then in this section, you'll be able to enter how many tickets did you distribute during the reporting period. The first reporting period will include March, April, May, and June. So you will enter that information here. If you selected all tickets have been distributed, of course, you'll add a 0 here and a 0 in the next question, which is how many unique immediate needs clients did you serve with the tickets that you distributed during that report period. Next slide, please, John. Then this is the next section. This is where we made some edits to make it more straightforward and simple for you. And these are the things that we would like you to keep track of as well. So the first question in this section is to indicate the number of clients who use tickets for each primary purpose below. And I think here the key word is primary purpose. If you have a client who you gave tickets to get access to domestic abuse services, then that client should be counted under that category. If that was the primary purpose of the ticket. So we have access to social services, we have access to shelter or housing support, employment, transportation, and education and training. So transportation towards to help individuals get to wherever they are getting their training. Again, this is for temporary assistance. We would hate to see individuals getting tickets during 6 months. That's why we are encouraging you to guide people to live. So they can, you can set them up, you can help them with, learning how to use the system, giving them the tickets if they are in a pickle and need to get to, employment or, education sites. So that's the main purpose of this ticket. So same thing, we have domestic abuse services, court appearances, healthcare appointments, and healthcare, please take into account healthcare embodies anything related to healthcare. It can be mental health, behavioral health. If, for example, one of your clients is getting dialysis and during a couple of weeks, his transportation failed and he actually needs to make it to the dialysis appointment, that individual will fall into this category. So that would be the primary purpose of the ticket that you distributed. And the last one is access to food or food bags. So we are giving you these categories in advance so you can insert those in the tracking system that you already have or that you will develop. And the other demographic information that we are looking for is, we want to know of the clients served, how many were unhoused, how many were unemployed, and how many had pending leave applications when you provided them with the tickets. Next slide, please, John. Again, section 3, very simple about, we're going to ask about what live efforts were made. You can say, like we talked to every client that received tickets. We talked to them about live. We gave them some printed materials. Here's the question about, if you need printed live materials and if you need on-site support to promote live. If you answer yes to any of these 2 questions, we will reach out to you and we will schedule something so our team can be on site supporting you, or we can send you the materials that you're asking for. Next slide, please, John. And then the last one, very simple. We just want information about who is submitting the application, contact information, email, and there's a section for feedback and questions. Please make sure that you add your phone number and your email, because if we have any questions about the applications, we will be reaching out to you. So we'll pause here. And John, do we have any questions specific to the report?
Yeah, for section 2, I'll go back to that one. Is this for unique clients? Do you want unique clients only or recurring?
So it'll be related to unique clients. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. I think.
Exactly. Unique is unduplicated clients. That's a great idea. We will do that. We'll add a box with comments or, so you can share stories or testimonials from the clients that received TAG tickets. Any other questions, John? I see a lot of questions popping up.
Yeah, we got some for demographics. Section 2, we're not doing age, gender, race, etc. Just confirming.
Yes, we are not collecting that information this year.
I see a question about live materials. You can request live materials now, and if you email the tag email, we'll coordinate what kind of materials we have. Can you hear me?
You're cutting off.
Oh, yeah, we had a question about live materials, and they can request that at any time, not just during the report.
Exactly. Yes, you can request materials at any time. You just email us at the TAG program email that we shared previously, and we will make sure that you get what you need. We also have tag materials that you can print. We can, if you like that, just let us know and we will send you the document so you can print it out. And I saw a question pop up. I didn't read it in all, but I think it was related to, if we wanted you to keep track of this information with every ticket that you give out. The answer would be yes. I will give you an example of how we did it in my previous organizations. We were grant recipients when I was working at a nonprofit before RTD. And what we did, we had several programs within our organizations that were going to use the tickets. So what we did was develop a very simple process, because of course, we didn't want to have a lot of admin work in tracking these tickets. So we assigned one person within our human resources department who was gonna keep the tickets, and that person was gonna distribute the tickets every time a staff member wanted to use them. We created a really simple form with the name of the person who was receiving the ticket, the name of the program that person was being served in or served with, and then the different demographics. So in section 2, we added those primary purposes. So the person who was filling out the form, the staff member who was filling out the form, could select, okay, the primary purpose for this couple of tickets that I'm giving Alexandra, which is me, is, that person needs to go to the food bank. So within that form, we would kind of keep track of the information required by RTD at that time. And also the couple of questions, the demographic questions, is this individual unhoused? Is this individual unemployed? And we just asked the person, did you already apply for LIV, and are you waiting for a response? And then we would just, check that box. Then with that form, the staff member would go to the HR person who had the tickets, and then this HR person would give them the tickets that they were asking for. That was also registered on the little form. And then the HR person just entered that information into a spreadsheet that we had to track all of this information. I hope that's helpful. It's just an idea. There's many ways to do it. It depends on the system that you have and the bandwidth, the human bandwidth that you have. But that's why we wanted to make it very simple, and we removed the questions about age, gender, et cetera, to make it easier for you guys to keep track of that information. Any other questions related to the report, John, that you can see? I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me go back. I don't think so, but we had some other questions. Maria had a question about if we knew how many LIV passes were secured as a result of the promotion and the application assistance. I think she means the LIV cards.
No, we don't have, our systems are not integrated. So as of now, we don't have a way to know which of the individuals who received TAG tickets ended up receiving, or ended up submitting a LIV application and being approved. And that's why that question is important in the demographics about, like, is the client who's receiving tickets, waiting for a LIV application approval, or, or the client has a pending LIV application. So, that way we can at least count how many of the clients who received LIV tickets had already applied for LIV. Because we know it's really, it would be really hard to ask you to keep track of, did they receive the tickets and then they applied to LIV and then they were approved. We, from experience, we know that it is really difficult to keep track of those pieces of information after the fact. So that's why we're asking, making it simple. We're asking if the client that received tickets had a pending LIV application.
Okay. And one more question, or a few more questions. If they're disabled and on SSI, SSDI, do we count them as unemployed under the report?
Yes.
I would say, yeah. Okay, let me look through these questions. I think Sherry I saw just popped up. So recurring clients are the same as unique clients? Is that?
So let's say, and again, and we're hoping that, the clients that you serve, that these tickets are not distributed to the same client for 6 months. what we're hoping is that the client who has an immediate need is helped with these tickets, and then the same client is, advised to apply for LIV if they haven't done so. So we are helping them develop long-term transportation solution instead of just keep giving them tickets, because at the end those tickets will run out, and that person will be back at the same spot as previously before receiving the tickets. So the hope is that like maybe you will help a client a couple of times, maybe throughout a quarter or semester. So that client, instead of counting that client twice, that client will count as one unique client. So it's unduplicated clients. Did that answer your question?
I think that helps. Yeah. So if they go
Okay,
back a
thank you,
second
Sherry.
time, yeah.
Perfect. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
One question
Yeah.
about the limit. Is there a limit to the number of tickets that can be given to a client?
No, that is at your discretion. But again, we're hoping that you help as many individuals as possible. And what that means is that you distribute the tickets, equitably, and try to help as many clients as possible. We, based on all the applications and based on the information that we received on the applications, you guys have more than 600,000 clients with transportation needs. And if we look at the numbers from last year, based on the reports, from the potential 600,000 clients, I think it was 75,000 were helped with, or were served with this ticket. So it's at your discretion, but we hope to see as many individuals helped through this program as possible. There's, again, like based on the information you submitted in your applications, if we add all of your clients, there's more than 600,000 clients with transportation needs, with immediate transportation needs. I think it's important to highlight that.
Okay. Natalie has a question about increase of the grant awards. In the past years, we've done increased number of tickets. Are we doing that again this year, or I don't think we're doing that again this year due to everyone accepting the award, right?
Yeah, exactly. So with this year, all the awardees accepted the award, so we won't be redistributing funds. Exactly, John. And I saw something about if clients are able to use these tickets with Accessoride. No. The Accessoride tickets are separate, and what they can do is apply for the LIV income-based discount, and with that discount, the cost of the Accessoride tickets will be 50% off. So these tickets will not be able to be used in Accessoride. And as John said, those are the tickets. If you have tickets from last year, of course, we ask you that you distribute all the tickets before the end of the year. Because if we want to be as accurate as possible, and we want to show the board that all the tickets that were distributed to organizations were used during the year that they were meant to be used. So please make sure that you use those tickets. If you gave 2025 tickets at the end of the year to one of your clients, and we're almost March, and your client hasn't used it, yes, your client if he's in possession of the ticket from last year, your client will be able to use that ticket because all 2025 tickets can be used for 2026.
Okay.
Yes, we'll keep going with thank you for that question about the next step for the tickets. John, can we go to the next slide so we can go over the rest of the information?
Sure.
The next one, please. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, we had that lined up. So here we just wanted to remind you about some important dates. The ticket collection window is between March 3rd and March 17th. Accounting is working on getting all the tickets ready. So between March 3rd and March 17th, you will be contacted by us. And we will, at that time, we will let you know that your tickets are ready, and we will also let you know where you can pick them up. Since we, what does this guy mean? He's unclear. Thank you. So we just want to highlight that not everyone will be notified on March 3rd. We have 170 organizations, so we will be reaching out to organizations kind of in groups as time goes by between March 3rd and March 17th. So if you haven't heard from us on March 10th, please wait until March 17th, because most likely we will reach out to you during that time period at some point. So on March 17th, if you haven't heard from us, reach out to us, not before, because we will be reaching out to organizations throughout those 2 weeks. But that's the time frame when we will be doing that, and that's the time frame when you will have access to the tickets. And then again, please mark your calendars. March 10th is the Live Income-Based Discount Program webinar. Again, we will have staff members from Denver Human Services with us, and we will review a lot of information related to Live, which we think will give you very important tools so you can relay that same information to your clients, and can answer basic questions about the program. So we hope to see you all there on March 10th from 11 to 12. We'll be sending John, our webinar guru, will be sending you all an invitation so you can register. And again, we can't highlight enough the dates of the report. The first one is June 26th. The second one is September 25th. And the third one is December 18th. Next slide, please, John. And here are some resources to you. Again, please let us know if you have any issues, if you have any questions down the road, if we can help in any way. Please let us know. We're here to support you. This endeavor, we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are the ones who are our feet on the ground. So we are really excited to partner with you. Please let us know if we can help in any way. Again, our email address is tagprogram@rtd-denver.com. T as Thomas, A as Apple, G as Gate, program in singular, tagprogram@rtd-denver.com. Our phone number, if you want to reach out to us by phone, is 303-299-2132. Please select option 2. And also you will be able to find a lot of helpful information on our website, www.rtd-denver.com/tag, TAG. And on our website, you will also be able to find a lot of helpful information about the Live program. So yeah, so with this is all we had for you today. If there are any more questions, John, you can raise your hand or unmute yourself, and we can, we can answer your questions, any questions that you might have.
Nelly has had a question about is there a way to see that someone has applied for Live or received it, or would they just take their word for it?
You just take their word for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be difficult for you to, and we don't want to burden you with that. So just if they said we are waiting, we applied and we're waiting to hear about the approval, then you take their word for as an answer. Yes. Great question, by the way.
Okay, we have a few questions. If you want, I can unmute. Is that okay, Alexandra? I can
Sure.
unmute them and
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Corrine, I'll go ahead and allow for your mic.
I do not have a question. I just wanted to say that thank you so much. This is personally for me, my first grant that I've applied for myself and that I will be reporting on. And I just am so thankful of the openness, the guidance, the reminders, and the future webinars. It's super helpful. Thank you for this.
Thank you, Corinne. We really appreciate you and the feedback. It's just, again, we wouldn't have been able to do it without your partnership. So thank you so much.
And Latoya, did you still have a question? I saw your hand was up as well. Okay, I'll unmute you.
Thanks. I did put it in the chat, but it just kind of got filtered in with all the other great questions. But if we're already actively working with our clients to try to get them signed up with Live and things like that, and kind of been quite a bit involved with the process already historically with us, do we still need to attend that Live webinar? I definitely know it'll just be repetitive information, but I also want to make sure that we're meeting all guidelines for the reporting and requirements.
No, Latoya, no. If you, of course, if you are one of those organizations who are already helping clients apply and giving them a lot of guidance, no.
Okay.
I mean, if you know a lot about Live, just there's no need for you to attend the webinar. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And would then be something we email the TAG program and let them know we
Yes.
actively, okay, got it.
Yes,
Cool.
please.
Thank you.
Please do, so we can keep track of all that information. Yeah, that's again, thank you so much for bringing that up, Latoya, because it's really important. I mean, please let us know, hey, once we sent the invitation to the webinar, if you are one of those organizations that already have a lot of information about Live, that already have been working with clients for a long time to help them apply and have a lot of information about that, please let us know so we can add that information to your profile, and we know the reason why you're not attending the webinar.
Thanks.
Thank you. Great question.
And Mallory, I'll go ahead and allow your mic.
Okay, thank you. My question is in regards to Section 3. Could you give some examples of what live efforts you want to see the organizations make in terms of the live materials? Some notes I have are providing materials, reviewing the materials with clients, assisting with live applications. Is there anything else you'd want to see?
No, I mean, as mentioned before, what we're requiring at a minimum is that you inform clients about Live and provide them with information. So if that's what you did during that quarter, yes, that's all you need to add. There's some organizations that have reached out to us so we can, for example, if you are having a tabling event, at your organization, even if it's not related to Live, and you want support during that event, and we come out, you can add that to to this section, like, oh, we reached out to you and we did a tabling event, and we had you here with us, or even if you had an event at your organization and you were giving out information about Live during that event, you can add that too in this section. So anything related to your efforts, it doesn't need to be anything complicated or huge, any effort that you make, even if it's just, telling your clients about Live, or if you, for example, mid-year, you decided to implement a process to help clients apply for Live, that's another way to, make some efforts to promote the program. Do you have any other ideas, John, that you can think of?
No, I'd say, yeah, at a minimum, just make them aware of the program, and if you're able to, obviously help them apply. And then kind of in the middle is giving them printed material and making them aware of the program.
Thank you. And if I'm still unmuted, follow-up question would be, are we documenting data or providing narrative only for that piece? Are we saying we provided forms or assisted this many clients, or just, again, the narrative, what live efforts were made?
So the narrative, if you are tracking some numbers, we'd love to see that in this section. Like I don't know, we helped 70 clients this quarter, and then we gave information to all of them, for example. Or we received, let's say, 100 brochures, Live brochures, and we distributed 50 of them this quarter. If you have that information handy, that'd be great. But of course, it's not a requirement. Again, we are trying to make this as simple as possible for you. But if you can give us that data, that'd be great. We'll really appreciate it.
Okay,
Any
Maria,
other questions?
I'll unmute Maria. She had a question.
Okay. Maria?
There we go. I had to unmute it on my side as well. I wanted to say thank you for all that you and John and the rest of the team are doing. As mentioned before, this is a huge resource and really, really appreciated. I just wanted to clarify my previous question about the timeline dates. I do see on your screen or your slide TAG program timeline. Those are correct, but if you go back to the screenshot TAG program reporting form June, this looks like it might be a screenshot from the actual report. Those dates are incorrect.
We'll check that. That's a great catch.
Yeah.
We'll check that. Yeah, most likely is those screenshots
Friday,
are from
the day before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, because I originally screenshot the one that says reporting June, and that's when I realized, wait, those are Saturdays. So thank you so
yeah,
much.
that must be part of the report from last year or something. But we will make sure that those dates are accurate. Great catch. Thank you so much, Maria, for bringing that up.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You too. And I saw someone asking on the chat about if you have to pick up the tickets. Yes, since those are physical tickets, you will have to pick them up, and we will let you know where which of our offices you'll be able to pick those up.
Okay, Sylvia, I'll allow your mic as so you can ask your question.
Hi, I apologize about this. I wasn't unable to join you until maybe 10-15 minutes ago. The same with my boss. We weren't able to get in until then, how can we do so we can get the full seminar instead of just the end of it? Thank you.
No worries.
Remember, we are really, really grateful for you guys. You really, really help a lot of people. Thank you for that.
Oh, no, thank you, Maria. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm getting the names mixed. No, thank you so much. No worries. This presentation is being recorded, and we will post the recording on our website. So once the recording is posted on our website, John will send you all an email with the link to our website, so you can go back to the recording and watch it again if needed. So thank you so much for joining. Better late than never. And yes, the recording is going to be available to you all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. We have a couple more minutes.
Do we have time for one more question?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Eddie, I'll allow your mic. Or sorry, Carol, Eddie, Carol.
Do you need to unmute yourself, Eddie Carroll?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So I managed the numbers the last time we did this. My question is, when it comes to each individual helped and how many tickets were not given out, like how many unique people we helped give tickets to, is that on an annual basis or are we doing it by quarter? Because last year I did it by the annual basis and it took a lot of time on my end to figure out how many were not duplicated. So I'm just curious, do you want it per quarter or do you want it for the year?
Yes, Eddie, just to make it easier on you guys, you should be tracking that quarterly, or I mean, again, this is based on my experience. We tracked that every time we were giving out tickets. So we had that information available when the reporting due date came. So, yes, the reports are going to be quarterly. So the first one is due June 26th, and it covers the second half of March, April, May, and June. So,
No.
so we're asking you to keep track of those numbers as time goes by and as you are giving out those tickets.
So just to clarify, if I gave out tickets in the first quarter to somebody and then I gave him ticket in the second quarter, then he's not considered a duplication from the first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so since it's in different quarters,
Okay.
no, it's not a duplicate. But if you gave
Okay.
that same person tickets twice during a quarter, then you will count those 2 times as one client.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. It'll make it a lot easier for me this year. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. We're glad to hear that. That's what we wanted.
And we're at
Okay.
time. Do we want one more question or?
Sure. And then, like one more question, and then we want to be respectful with everyone's time. Before we go to the question, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your partnership, and thank you for all the work you do out there. Again, we wouldn't have been able to do it without you. So we're really happy that we are able to partner up with you this year to help, those clients in need.
Thank you. Angel, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Angel, I think you have to unmute yourself as well, Angel. Well, if you have any questions or if questions come up after we close this webinar, please feel free to reach out to us to the TAG email. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Again, we're here to support you. Of course, questions come up after the fact, so happy to help you. Please reach out with anything you need. Please keep communicating with us and keeping us posted. We'll see you soon then. Have a great day. Thank you all.